JNT Express was founded in 2015. It's a tech-based logistic company that has rapidly expanded in the Southeast Asia region. With Express Courier Service as its key business, JNT Service is a courier express firm that offers same-day pickup and delivery. The motto, Express Your Online Business, places JNT Express as the epicenter of e-commerce express. JNT Express intend to expand alongside e-commerce business partner all over the world, bringing a change to e-commerce courier express market. Customer may easily follow up their shipment using a cutting-edge technology tracking system by visiting the firm's website at www.jntexpress.my or downloading the JNT Express Manager app from the Google Play Store and Apple Store. There are a few services that provided by JNT Express, which are fulfillment and warehousing. To enable omni-channel fulfillment, JNT Express cloud-based e-commerce enable warehouse effortlessly interact with major e-marketplaces and e-commerce retailers. The next one is internal delivery. JNT Express can have packages and parcels dispatched anywhere in the world quickly, and it also trace where they are at any moment. In addition, last mile delivery. Packages can be sent to consumer doorstep as quickly as they choose. JNT Express has a large fleet of delivery vehicles equipped with an automatic sorting equipment capable of handling hundreds of thousands items per day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And lastly, sales channels management. JNT Express offer a team dedicated to assisting customers with product listings, descriptions, and pricings across all online channels, including all major e-marketplaces and e-commerce platforms.
The process of detecting and assessing hazard to an organization, operation, and employee is known as a risk identification. Risk identification is a process that determining risks that could potentially prevent the program, enterprise, or investment from achieving its objective. For the risk identification, we can divide by two types, which is existing and potential risks. The first existing risk that can be stated is fire. Flammable items and courier parcels can damage the JNT Express property and damage the customer's parcel. Then, technology and machinery. Machinery breakdown can happen by poor management maintenance. Poor financial management can cause workers laid off. Also, lacking of infrastructure of IT of JNT Express can lose confidential business data. Then, staff could suffer the severe or fatal injuries if they fell while climbing or organizing the parcel on the rack because fall of height. Parcel arrived late than were supposed to be also can be the existing risk. In addition, the parcel broke when they arrive. Last one, staff falling from the vehicle or parcel falling from the delivery vehicle because of the traffic movement. So let's move on to the potential risks for JNT Express. Firstly, natural disaster. The occurrence of flood that cause machine and parcel to be submerged in water can cause machinery breakdown and damage of the customer parcel. Then, the existence of a new competitor that offer more convenient and good prices for their services, JNT Express can lose customer because they change to use other goods courier company for good services and prices. Potential risk of JNT Express also can be defined by new regulation. The governments created the new license for the all courier company. This regulation can take too much time to upgrade the license and have an impact on JNT business operation. Then the reputation of the company will be lower than the potential for customer changing a new customer courier services is high because of the delay of the delivery or customer receiving the damaged item. Lastly, economic downturn. The rising of the building rental prices and petrol can decreasing the workers to pay off their expense, and JNT performance can be threatened.
So next, what is risk evaluation? Risk evaluation is the process of creating qualitative or quantitative relationships between advantages and potential issues in order to determine risk management priorities. A risk assessment can assist in determining whether those assets are subject to cyber attacks, viruses, data loss as a result of natural catastrophes or other dangers. There is no one-size-fits-all strategy to risk assessment, and no simple technique will work in every circumstance. The organization must determine which strategy will be most effective in each case, understanding workplace operations, the urgency of problems, and most importantly, objective judgment is required to rank dangers. By establishing the amount of risk associated with the hazard, the employer and the Health and Safety Committee can determine and to what extent a control program is required. Based on this table, it is the hazards that related with the JNT Express company. So there are 4 types of class. First, there is high severity, high frequency. Next is high severity but low frequency. Third is low severity but high frequency, and lastly low severity and low frequency. So what hazard that are in this class? So for high severity, high frequency, there is fire, cyber attack, and transportation. For high severity but low frequency, there is financial risk, staff, and natural disaster. For the third is low severity but high frequency, there is machinery breakdown, delivery activities, and economic downturn. And lastly, for the low severity and low frequency, there is competitors, new regulation, and reputation company.
The risk management technique. So basically, risk management approach methods for coping with risk. Risk management options for dealing with event risk include risk retention, contractual or non-insurance risk transfer, risk control, risk avoidance, and insurance transfer. This tactic will help firms identify, analyze, and control that may develop during business operation. Risk management is essential because it provides a firm with the tools it needed to appropriately detect and manage possible threats. Once a danger has been identified, it is straightforward to reduce it. Furthermore, risk management provides a platform for a company to make educated decisions, and then as a result, effective risk management has the ability to reduce both the likelihood and impact of a risk. Okay, next we will move to the 4 technique of risk management. The first one is risk avoidance. So what is risk avoidance? Risk avoidance is a risk mitigation strategy that involves refraining from engaging in activities that could result in harm, illness, or death. Fire, cyber attack, staff, and reputation companies are some examples of peril under risk avoidance. The next one is risk reduction. The risk management strategy seeks to reduce rather than eliminate loss. While acknowledging the danger, it remains focused on containing the loss and preventing it from expanding. Transportation, natural disaster, and also machine breakdown are some examples of peril under this technique. The third one is risk retention. So what is risk retention? The admission and acceptance of a danger as a given is referred to as retention. This accepted risk is typically viewed as a fee to help offset larger risks in the future, such as choosing a cheaper premium health insurance plan with a higher deductible rate. Some peril for JNT risk retention are delivery activities, competitors, and also new regulations. Last but not least, risk transfer entails one party taking on the liabilities of another. Risk transfer is a popular risk management approach in which the potential loss from an unfavorable outcome is transferred to a third party. To compensate the third party for absorbing the risk, the individual or corporation will often make monthly payments to the third party. The financial risk and economic downturn could be the challenges for JNT under the risk transfer technique.
In conclusion, we are able to identify that JNT Express has quite a lot of risk that had to happen during the process of delivering service and might be happening in the future. For example, the severity of having a damaged parcel is high, and the frequency that it happens is also high. Next, there are times when their machinery broke down. This may delay the parcel delivery date. As we identify the risk, we come up with several risk management techniques that JNT Express could apply to reduce the risk or prevent the risk from occurring. As said in the previous paragraph, this risk can be managed by implementing risk management techniques. For example, transportation risk that could lead to late delivery and damaged parcels. Hence, risk reduction techniques can be implemented to reduce the amount of risk from occurring. A suggestion that can be made from this risk is to increase the number of delivery lorries, which will help to increase the number of parcels being delivered per day. Hence, parcels can be delivered earlier. Other than that, the company can implement a better plan for the process of carrying the parcels into the lorries. Hence, the risk of damaged parcels can be decreased. Besides that, the risk of JNT Express staff falling, tripping, or slipping from high ground with the loss of their staff could suffer severe or fatal injuries. It is highly recommended that the organisation supplies sufficient fall protection gear such as safety harnesses. Moreover, supplying enough medical kits to aid those who are injured. With the presence of safety harnesses, the risk of staff suffering from fall injuries can be avoided. Lastly, the risk of machinery breakdown due to poor machinery maintenance. This type of risk can be reduced with the implementation of a proper maintenance schedule from JNT Express itself. The manager of each branch should know when the machines require maintenance. Not only that, but it is best for the company to hire professional and skilled engineers to avoid any flaws during the maintenance process. Hence, the number of times the machinery broke down can be minimized, as well as the number of output can be increased. That is all for us. Thank you very much, and Assalamualaikum.